Alright, hello everyone. Today we are going to do an unboxing of two different games right here. Well, one's an expansion and the other one is the core set. We have Call to Adventure, designed by Chris and Johnny O'Neill. Craft your hero and claim your destiny. It's a 1 to 4 player game. Apparently you can play this competitively, cooperatively, and solo. So it's got a few different options to play through. As you can see, very cool art on this. One of the reasons I got it was because of the art. Love it. And then also the expansion, which is Call to Adventure, the Name of the Wind. This one right here, I love the book Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and I can't wait to open this and start playing this. This was actually given to me by a friend of mine who thought I would like it for my birthday, and I definitely do. So I can't wait to open it and play that as well. So we're going to start by opening the core set. Alright, so let's see how easy it is to open the actual box without a cutter. Obviously not too, there we go. Wasn't too bad. Get your fingers on there, you get it. Might be easier with a little bit of a knife though. Alright, we'll throw that garbage over there. Awesome. So here's what kind of happens when you first open it. You get the core rules of the game. Kind of open that and check that out for a second. Very nicely illustrated. And I love the ruins. The acrylic ruins, they're very cool looking. And as I said, they just really did a good job with the illustration of this game. I think the art is what kind of sold it for me. The little inserts of this game. Look at this. These are the player sheets, so each player will have this in front of them, and this will kind of set them up. This will give them all the information they need for what's going on throughout the game. Very cool. I'm not going to try to make this video too long. I want to make sure that kind of see everything. I'm not going to go through the intrinsic details of how to play the game and all that. Maybe we'll do that in a future video, but for now I just kind of want to show you what you get in the box and how the box is kind of laid out. This is very cool. I like how they did this with the inserts of the game, and they actually gave you little things to kind of click this back in, you know, so you could probably get that back in if you wanted to, but it kind of keeps everything from moving around and falling out, so that's very cool. I like that. But you can see that those ruins are actually acrylic. So I'll pop it open just to, we'll do a little, see, look at that. They feel good on the roll. Even though they don't roll, they kind of flip. It's like flipping a coin. But they feel nice in the hands, that's for sure. We'll set these aside over here. You get a character score sheet, so you can total all your points up and see who won the game and keep track of all that. They give you lots of pages for that, but I would probably you know, figure out how to print my own. They probably have something online to do that. I haven't checked, but we'll see. Now, what are these? I believe these are the experience tokens, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this is how you calculate your experience with the game and kind of, let me see if I can zoom into that. It's just a little plastic thing. It's not as fancy as the acrylic pieces in this thing over here, but just little plastic pieces to track your experience, which, as you can see, you're going to track that as well. And so on the cards, you can see that they definitely wanted to capture a little bit of an ominous theme in this one. So it's probably, I would say that the cards are probably a combination of villain and, let's see, hero related cards in here. So I'm sure it's a stack of different random cards, not just villains. So you're probably not just getting some kind of like baddies happening right at the beginning. And let's see, can I open this as well, or is this going to be fidgety? Oh, yeah, no, it popped open pretty well. All right, look at that. Yeah, no, they're pretty easy to open. So we'll try to maybe feather through some of these cards so you can kind of see some of the artwork, and we can kind of understand why yeah, see, that's some of the adversaries you're going to be facing. Yep. Rise of the Adversary. Is that the same design on the back? No. So there's only one of those on the top. Little skull cards. Other ones have different, there's some more adversaries. So these are basically your adversarial cards. The Knight of the Wolf. Demon's Curse. Look at that artwork. That's pretty cool. So very cool. Let's see. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. All right. Okay, and you see that this right here, this is actually, depending on what you're playing, you're going to be selecting these different modes. So if it's solo, 2-player, cooperative, and you will have to get a certain amount of these tokens, those tokens that I was showing you over there, to win. Okay, or actually, sorry, that's if the adversary gets all those points to the adversary, then he wins, or she, whichever the adversary is. Okay. All right. I like the size of these cards. Look at these things. They're pretty big in my hand. You know. So you have your what looks to be hero cards and all that. So this is kind of what starts the pool of cards for you. It's like your first scene, your second scene. So each one of these kind of has kind of the markings on the back to indicate what you're getting. So this one, you're in Act 1, Act 2, and I'm sure Act 3 are in there too, because I know it does go all the way up to Act 3. So we'll have to see. But yeah, that's everything in the box. I mean, I'm not going to go through every single card in here, obviously. There's a chunk of them. But I'll kind of feather through some of the ones we went through to kind of show some of that artwork that I was talking about, which is just spectacular on these cards. Maybe a little dark in the camera, but very cool. They do have a darkness to them. The cards definitely are a little on the darker side for some of these cards, so it might not show up exactly on film. But you have all the inserts in here. That's all that's in the box other than that. So, but they will go back in there pretty nicely. So you can always organize it back up pretty easily again, which is very nice. I like it when things are easy to organize. Keep situated in the box. Little place for everything, which is good. All right. We're gonna stack all this back in there and we'll crack open the Name of the Wind. All right. Let me kind of put it all back the way it came out. And we'll set that over there. All right, and here is the Name of the Wind. Same concept as what they were trying to do in Call to Adventure. Building a story, creating kind of a character storyline. It's a very story-driven game. It's not very deep in strategy or anything like that, but it is very, very cool in terms of creating those characters and those moments that might last for you and your players. Oh, and they give you some cardboard tokens here. Things that are, oh, look at this, and now they explain what's going on for those cardboard. So you got the name of fire, the name of iron, and the name of the wind. So these tokens correspond to those different attributes that you're going to be able to get throughout this expansion. And they all go along with the Name of the Wind book, which is fantastic. If you've never read it, you should. It's a great book. And then here's the rule book for the Name of the Wind. We'll kind of flip this up. And I think it's going more into detail about what you might expect throughout the expansion versus going into all the rules of the game again. A lot less things in this box. I mean, a lot less things than I thought. I mean, they have all this room. Nothing really fits in there. I mean, the tokens will fit in here, which is pretty good. But it seems like they have a lot more space than you really need. You know, it's like that card fits over this, but you know, yeah, I don't really understand why they would do so much of these spaces, but who knows? But oh, they made this a lot easier to open on this one. Look at that. Nice little pull tab. You can slide those cards back in if you want. And because it's so easy to open, we're gonna go back and kind of flip through these a little bit. So Command the Flame. It's pretty cool. Bind with Iron. Very cool. You know, some of these things, when you read the book, it'll make a lot of sense of like why, you know, why some of the pictures are the way they are, why some of the names are the way they are. You know, just feathering through some of these cards, I can already see like the book kind of going through my mind, which is awesome. Very cool. I like it. Definitely can't wait to get a playthrough, which I think my first playthrough, what we'll do is we'll kind of do that as a video as well. We'll put the playthrough that I do on video. But yeah, I mean, there's not much to show in the expansion. It is what it is. It's pretty straightforward. Easy to get all of it back in the box. But that is it right there. The two games, Call to Adventure and the expansion, The Name of the Wind. Great game. Can't wait to play it. And it plays relatively quick. I mean, 30 to 60 minutes. You know, I think relatively, you don't want to spend too long on something that, in general, doesn't have a lot of strategy or depth. You want to kind of make those quick. So I think that's a perfect length for something like that. And, you know, these are going to be some great things to check out when we go through the actual gameplay. So, come back for that. We'll see if we can put that first gameplay video up pretty soon after the unboxing video, and that'll be put into the link. So if you're watching one of them first, you can always get the link to the video sequentially in there. So, all right. And remember, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, and thank you for watching.